Hello everybody, it is Benjamin Ukobo over here and you are welcome to this video. So in this video, we're going to be learning how to create this design with Canva, and it is so exciting because of the kind of tips you're going to be doing. So I'm just going to get into it before I get over myself and start being overly excited. I do not know why I love doing that anyways. I'm going to head to the Canva app. Let me not say app. I'm going to head over to my browser here. I'm using my Google Chrome browser. I have a bias for using the browser version instead of just using my app. Really, I do not know why, but anyways. So first of all, we're going to be clicking on this plus icon here, and we're going to go into custom size, right? And the dimensions we're going to be using is 3000 by 3000, right? I'm going to click on create new design. Okay. So first things first, we are going to be bringing in this background that is over here, or is actually an image. You just made it a background, and we're going to show you how I just made everything to blend in together, and also this image, right? So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to click on the plus icon here, and I'm going to go to this elements tab here. I've actually just opened it recently. If you want to search for it, you can search for Stage Red Spotlight. Okay, it's going to be free for Canva Pro users. If you're using the free version, don't worry, I'm going to make it available for you. All right, so I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm just going to extend this, right? Great. Okay, I'm going to make the page color to be black. There's no point of it being white anyways. Let's make it black here, and I'm going to click on the plus icon, and I'm going to bring in this element here. This is not the element I used initially in the design that I initially did. I actually used another element. I'm just going to go to my star folder here. I'm just going to show you what I used, because the name usually skips my mind. All right, so these are the elements I actually used in the previous design. All right, but these are actually pro. These are pro, so I'm just going to just be showing you the names here. You can see dark green shadow circle. So get this one. I use these ones a lot, but for the benefit of the free users here, we're going to be using something different, or different elements which are free, right? So back to the element tab there, and we're going to go over here and search for blur. Okay, and I'm going to go to graphics here, and I am going to scroll down. Okay, so now this is element here, and I'm just going to bring it in here. All right. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to kind of start changing colors. So the color of like this reddish here on the image here, for it to just kind of blend with this black background here. All right. So I'm just going to change the colors. The next one I'm going to be using here is 55011. Right. That's the first one. 111. I think that's the first one you're going to be using. And you're just going to make the three to be that same color. Going to just increase it a little bit, and we're just going to be duplicating it all around just for it to, blend into the background successfully, Great. Now I want to give it some kind of light tone, so I'm just going to duplicate this, right? I'm going to bring this here, and I'm going to give it a lighter shade of pink or red, what you call it. So I'm going to use this hex code here. There's 8E071V. Right, that's the hex code you're going to be using. I'm going to change all the colors to that same color there. All right, I'm just going to place one here. I'm just going to reduce it a little bit. Oh no, let's increase it. Place one here, and also just all right, I'm going to just reduce the transparency just a little bit. Let's say like 90, or let's make 80. All right, just to give it some kind of nice blend. And then I'm just going to duplicate it again. So I'm just duplicating it like twice, and just drop this over here. All right. Though this may be, anyways, let's just go under this. Let's make this 70. All right. Great. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in our image. That's the model image. I'm just going to click on the plus icon. I'm going to go to my uploads here, and I am going to bring it in. All right. So as you can see how the image looks originally, you're actually just going to, change how it looks. All right. Well, I'm going to just bring in this our model image here, this previous design, because I actually just want to, get the right size for the image. So I'm just going to import it into Canva. All right. I'm going to click on the plus icon here. I'm going to go to uploads, and I'm going to upload it. All right. So it's going to wait for it to upload. So next, I am going to bring in the design here. I'm just going to create a new page and I'm just going to place it here. All right. Just going to say that's the background. Increasing it to full width. Let me just, set this background. Great. So I'm going to bring in this image here. I'm going to take it here and I'm just going to try to increase this to the size of this. Right. Great. So I'm just going to go to this tree dot icon here. And I'm going to copy, go over here and paste. Great. All right. I was going to go here and I think I'm just going to delete this one. Just going to use nudge to shift this down a little bit because it looks too high. All right, now we are going to edit this image. All right, the goal is to make it blend with the background. All right, and so we're just going to go to adjust here. First thing, I'm going to reduce the brightness because it's actually too bright for my liking, so I'm just going to reduce it to like -15. All right, we're going to increase the contrast since I've been kind of like reduced the brightness a bit, so I'm just going to increase the contrast to like 40. Right. For saturation, nah, we're not going to touch saturation. We're going to use the tint here, all right, because I want it to like look of the like color of the background. So I'm just going to use tint, and we're also going to use exposures too. So I'm going to just use the tint for like -75. All right, so like this pinkish area. All right, going to reduce the blur so that it's going to look sharp. So I'm just going -15 here. All right, I'm just going to scroll down, and also exposures, going to reduce this to like -5 or -8 is cool. It is cool, right? So goal, we have got actually got to the goal of this, right? I'm going to scroll down a little bit and I'm going to go to shadows because I want it to look more detailed, right? I'm just going to reduce the shadows to about -85 or -80. I don't want it to be too much. Great. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. All right. I'm going to go to this image here at the background, right? I want to like give it some vignette. I think I'm just going to go to vignette here and I'm going to increase this to like 70, right? It's kind of dark. That's what I did earlier, but it actually looks weird to my eye now. But let's go back. Let's leave it as the way it was. I think I actually prefer it just this way. All right. I'm going to use another thing to make that edge or just give it a vignette here, but not to its vignette. Anyways, I'm going to click on the plus icon here. I'm going to go to element and we're going to search for fade. All right, we're going to search for fade. This is what I want to use. Most people use this one here, but it's cool, but not as large as I want. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to use this guy here because I can change the colors and it is big. All right, it's big. I'm going to make it black. Going to increase it. All right, bring it down over here, and I'm just going to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate it onto this image, kind of like fades out in a way. So I'm just going to like this is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I think that is enough. Let me just one more. Cool. So that is enough. Or let me just delete that one more I did. Okay. So next is I just want to write the I want to just write the text. This karaoke text here. All right, so I'm just going to click on the plus icon. We're going to bring in some text. All right, we're going to click on add a heading and we're going to change the color to white. All right, and we are going to change the fonts to Bibas Neue. All right, next is to kind of make it go to format and we're going to make it bold and we're going to write in our text karaoke and we are going to just increase the size. Let's increase the size to about let's just increase it. Let's see the limit here. Let's see 788. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to now go to line spacing here. I'm going to reduce the letter spacing to about -42 or -45. All right, going to bring it down here. And what we're going to do right now, because I want to give you some kind of like effect on the text, I'm just going to go to position here. All right, and I'm going to take it backward, like just tap on it 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Right now you can see that effect over there, the kind of nice effect. All right, so we're almost done with this. So we're just going to do some kind of light on this man's image here. As you can see here, there's this sort of light over here, like it's just showing up top of him. So we are gonna do that quickly. So I'm just going to go to the plus icon here. I'll click the plus icon, go to element. I've already searched for it here. It's actually spotlight. What I used in the initial design was this one here, Lights Pro, like I said earlier. So we're going to be using something like this, right? So it's not easier, but anyways, works. So we're just going to turn it like this. I'm going to change the color of this by going to effects. I'm going to go to Tone, which is like my second image effect in Canva. We're going to select any one of these and we're going to change the color to this one. This color we used earlier, this 8E0713. Just going to try that one firstly. Let's see how it looks. All right. If it doesn't go so well, we're going to try. Let's try another color. Let's see something like A4021D. Let's see how that looks. Because to me, it could look kind of like brighter or something. All right. Going to try it on this one also. So, I think I'm going to try it on the highlight also. So, A4021D. All right. Yeah, I think that's better. That is better. And yeah, that's what we're going to select. Just going to wait for this to load. Okay, we are going to just reduce this here because I want to get rid of this side here. So just going to reduce it a little bit. Great. I'm going to also now increase it also and just take it here, right? And as you can see here, it looks more like light. This one just looks, I don't know, it looks more illustrated, and we don't want it to be like that. So we're going to go to adjust here and we are going to increase the blur. All right, I'm just going to increase the blur to your taste. I'm going to make it 37. That already looks okay. I'm just going to increase it again, place it here. All right. And we're going to take it behind the text because we don't want it to shine on top of the text. So if we leave it to shine on top of the text just leave it on top of the text in general, this is what happens, right? You can see this line here. You do not want that. You do not want that. It looks so unprofessional. So we're just going to tap on it and we're going to take it backward. So back. Okay. As you can see now, karaoke is now on top. All right. So just going to position this all. Going to have to increase it because it's actually on his shirt, and it's kind of looking odd. So I'm just going to increase this, right? Yeah, this is better. Or nah, I think I chose the wrong color for this. Anyways, I think we're just going to have to manage with this or something. Or I'm just going to take it a little bit backward. Yeah, let's take it a little bit backward so that let me just do what I did again. All right, so you understand what I did. I firstly had to increase this, right? Because it was kind of showing on his shirt and I didn't want that. So I just went to position, right? And I just took it backward so that the black fades will just be on top of it and it won't show so much. I'm just gonna now extend this, right? Great. Okay, so I'm just going to tap on this guy's image here and I want to create a shadow, right? So I'm just going to duplicate this. I'm gonna go to adjust here. Let's not use adjust, it will look kind of creepy if we use adjust because I just want to create a shadow. So I'm going to go to duotone and I'm going to change the colors to black. All right. Okay, so I'm going to now go to adjust here and I'm going to increase the blur. All right, I need to increase the blur of this. Let's make it 50. Okay, so it doesn't look so creepy. Let's just make it 50. I'm not going to reduce the transparency because this is it's like a dark background, so there's no point reducing transparency. It looks natural like this already. All right. Okay, so I guess I'll need to reduce the transparency of the spotlight. It's fighting its master for some reason. Okay, so yeah. So now to add some other text to this, this one here, this, and so on. So I'm going to click on the plus icon. I'm going to go to shape. I'm going to bring in this square shape here. All right, I'm going to just reduce this. I'm going to change the color. No, there's no need to change the color, but anyways, I'm going to make this transparent by clicking here. All right, don't click on any other parts. I'm just going to now make this to have a border, and the border weight is going to be 5. All right, now we're going to change the color of the border to white. All right, just going to reduce it, place it over here, something. All right, just going to zoom in so that we can be able to adjust it more. All right, going to go to position and we're going to place it at the center. I'm going to go to type here. I'm just going to type in some text, or rather, I'm going to paste it in. All right. Now I'm going to change the font of that to Montserrat semi-bold. So I'm just going to search for Montserrat here. All right, I'm going to remove it from bold. Oh, it's not going to be on bold anyways. So I'm now going to I'm going to reduce the font size of that over there to like 45. Okay, perfect. Going to ensure that it's placed at the center once again. Okay, cool. Great. So I'm going to have to just use nudge to just shift this down a little bit. Okay, so next I'm going to just click on the plus icon here. I'm going to search for ribbon 3D, red ribbon 3D. So I'm going to search right over here, and I'm going to use this one over here. All right, going to reduce it, place it here. All right, going to duplicate this karaoke, and I'm going to write night. All right, going to go to format once more and make it bold because mine actually went out from being bold. Now I'm going to reduce the font size to 185. All right, I'm gonna place it over here. Make sure it's at the center of the middle of the ribbon. Just going to use my nudge tool here to kind of ensure that. All right, and I am going to go to transparency, and I'm going to reduce the transparency to 90. All right, cool. I'm going to duplicate this guy here. I'm just going to increase this a little bit. All right, and I'm going to go to position center. I'm going to now have to adjust this night text also. So just go to your notch tool and adjust that. All right, right. So this one here, we are going to make the color of this to be white. It's no longer going to be transparent. All right. And we're going to make let's just go to the weight here. I'm going to remove this border weight should now be 0. Okay, and we're going to change the color of the text here. Go and change it to this color, which is 550111. All right, and we're going to change the text there. We're going to write just going to put the time. All right, and that is the time there. We are going to go to format here. I'm going to make it bold. All right, and going to increase the font size to 60. All right, now I'm going to have to reduce this. I'm just going to go here. Okay, so I think I'm just going to have to increase this again. All right, and I'm going to place this here. I think it's easy. I'm going to have a huge problem, especially because of this light here. So anyways, let's just try. I'm going to use position and just it's kind of too much. Anyways, you're going to change it shortly because it's been kind of disturbing, really. It's really been kind of disturbing, but I think it's actually manageable. Anyways, we'll just see how it goes. One more thing, I think just one more thing we have to do is just to click on the plus icon. You're going to go to text, bring in text, and we're just going to put in the date, all right, of the event. So it's 29th of July. All right, I'm going to change the font to Montserrat extra bold. All right, I'm going to go to format and make it bold, and I'm going to go to this format also, make it to the left aligned, kind of like put it this way. I think I'm going to add a comma here. All right, and I'm going to go to spacing, and I'm going to reduce the line spacing to something that is really cool and I'm kind of comfortable with. I think I have 2 commas there, which is not cool, so I'm just going to remove one. All right, I'm going to reduce the font size here to about like 130. All right, so I'll place it over here, kind of like on top of this. All right, and I think we're going to also reduce the letter spacing. You know, I've actually gotten addicted to that nowadays. There's no reason to do that, but I just enjoy doing it. I'm going to now go to transparency and make this 95. Okay, that's we are done with this. All right, okay, so I want to just show you, let's just do one more thing really quickly. I'm going to go to elements here. I'm going to just use that blur we used earlier. So I'm just going to like this here. Okay, I'm going to just make it this red color. All right, and the red color is 8E071D. All right, so it's gonna place it here just for it to look. Let's add to the light there. All right, and then I'm just going to reduce the transparency to like 80 or 50. Let's have it better, much better. That's going to increase it a bit. Okay. Yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. All right. If you perhaps try using the one I use here, that is the spotlight. Let me show you. I think spotlight is I think I've showed you before, but anyways. If you use this, I think the results you will get here is kind of different because of how the rate of light just goes just on a singular thing. Alright, you really do not need to have any stress. Well, if I can make it available, I will, but I've tried for some time now. It's really being a pain in the ass to do that. But anyways, yeah, so that brings us to the end of this video, right? Yeah. Okay. That brings us to the end of this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Right? Okay. So, wait, I'm just going to increase the light spacing here a bit. Just increase it. Right. So 0.88 is the great is the goal. So I'm just going to now use notch 2. No, hit it up. All right. So I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna go and click on download. If you are like me, if you're using the pro version, I love to make it ×2 or ×3. Anyways, anyone is actually cool. Then let's go here and click on download. All right, so that brings us finally to the end of this video, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. All right, goodbye.